In the jungle, the mighty jungle.
Starving Artist Podcast. You already know what it is. Liam McGrath, Sean Goddard, a.k.a. Strangers, back at it again. It's been a while. It's always been a while. I think we do about one a month at this rate.
Yeah. Busy.
Yeah, busy, man. It's all gone to shit since the last episode. Sean's a door-to-door salesman now.
Would you like any BT or broadband in your home?
I was playing at a hen do last night. You know what I mean? I think
would you like any hens in your home?
Yeah, yeah. A few chickens if you'd like.
Yeah.
It's all gone a bit tits up, to be honest. Which is what I did want to talk about actually in this episode is like the art life balance that we are constantly struggling with, right?
Yeah.
Because we've got big plans. What's the Arctic Monkeys lyric? That we had big plans. The band was so excited.
Yeah.
Some shit. And we are always excited every time we make a big plan or like work on something. But life is fucking busy, man. You're selling broadband.
Yeah, from like 8 till 8.
Yeah.
It's like a fucking nightmare. No one even wants it. People don't like change. You know what I mean?
No, they don't.
Some people do want it, but I'm not gonna get into work talk.
You also just to say that
busy.
you do get inherently skeptical when someone is at your door. Because it's like they've like come up to you in your comfort space and gone, yeah, let me fucking tell you about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you have to like. I'm not going to talk too much about sales on the pod. Right. I think is
okay
for at least a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's busy. It's effort. It's been really sunny while it's been going on, so I've been like very very sunburnt off it because it's been my first week of doing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm a fucking life.
I was saying to someone the other day that since I stopped being a sound engineer and started just doing gigs, you'd think, oh, like, he only does gigs, so he only has to work, like, fucking, like, 2 or 3 nights a week. But it's like, I've realised that it's not that at all, you know what I mean? Because there's no stability, you essentially have to work all the time because you spend the rest of the time, like, trying to get gigs or, like, rehearsing for gigs or, like, trying to squeeze in the stuff that I actually want to do, i.e., like, working on stuff for us or various other projects, because we've got stuff that we want to do, right? We're making a new album for starters, which we have like touched briefly upon on the pod.
We're giving it a little touch.
We've given it a little touch. We're a couple of songs in.
We've touched a few.
Is it safe to say the momentum has slowed? Because I think we hit the ground running with like 1 and 2, and then we got halfway through 2. And the momentum started to slow. We made a couple of ideas that were shite.
Yeah.
The latest thing we've been working on is pretty good. But, like, shit just gets in the way, right? Because you think about it. We have to do this podcast. We don't have to do this podcast, but we've sort of, like, made an obligation to do this at least once a month. Not least because, like, it's something we want to do and it's something we enjoy doing. But also, like, now that while we're in this phase of not putting music out, like, between records or whatever, this is our only output, right? And you can't, when you're a band of our size, you have to kind of keep outputting stuff like fucking social videos and stuff like that. So this is our only reason to, like, post clips of us doing anything anywhere, because Lord knows we won't make videos elsewhere. You know what I mean? We won't make videos if we're not doing it.
At some point, though.
Like, we should.
I'd like
like
to do
actual
more
like artsy
cool shit.
Yeah, exactly, like cool, proper like music video style, vertical content. But like again, it's time because we're doing this. We're making a new album. We want to play live, right?
Yeah.
Which, like, when you consider that we only see each other once a week, right?
It's too many plates to spin. You can only do one thing per.
Yeah.
You can do each thing once a month.
Yeah, which is fucked.
Enough.
Like, it's not like when we were younger. Because when we first started this band, when we were like teenagers and in our like early 20s, which is sad to say that we aren't in anymore. We're well and truly in our mid to late 20s.
I'm starting to go grey. I'm in the 27. Yeah, I'm in the 27 club.
That's
not
crazy.
dead yet, but you know,
There's still time.
I've only just joined.
Yeah. Back in the day, we used to do like rehearsal, quote unquote, which wasn't really rehearsal. It was like writing and planning and fucking around. But like Stranger's Time, we used to spend like 2 or 3 sessions a week.
Yeah.
When we were in college and when we just left college.
We had fuck all better to do.
Well, exactly right. And because even
teenagers, single boys with no prospects of getting a bird.
In between,
you
had a bird at that time, didn't you? I think so.
Not at the beginning, not when we first started.
No.
Not for a while when we first started.
Jamie had a bird. Jamie pretty consistently. Oh, well, no, yeah, I guess he had that phase. But anyway, you are right. Like, we didn't have our else on. And that meant that even when we weren't doing... when we weren't, like, actively in the practice room or whatever, you know, we could be thinking about it.
Every weekend we'd have, like, gigs and stuff as well. It was just what we did all the time. Like.
Yeah, and, like, I could be writing and, like, it was, like, all we did, right? But then, obviously, as you get older, you need to make money from things.
Bills and that, innit?
And considering you lot have not been pulling your weight with the streaming, you know, we haven't got we haven't got a lot of money from this. Actually, should we like little peek behind the curtain, see how the sausage is made?
How much have we ever made?
We looked the other day, and in our entire what is it? Like 8 years, together. 9 years, yeah. But okay, well let's say we've actually only been putting music out since like 2018. So let's say 7 years. Mm-hmm. We've made about 700 quid from streaming, and that's like a cross platform. And obviously, like we're not it's not like we're a massive band. It's also not like we expect to be making more than that given the current scenario. But also, we did have a big-ish song, a medium-sized song. You know, like
we've got 90k streams on Spotify, and that
equates to 700 quid.
It's 100 quid a year.
Yeah, which doesn't cover the cost of anything. Like, but even in terms of like
I'm not sour grapes about it.
No, I mean it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like, if we were doing this for the money, we would have stopped doing it long ago. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like when you consider the cost of not just like the timely cost, but the actual physical expense that we've put into being in a band, you know, this studio alone costs more than that by quite a considerable amount.
I'm pretty sure that there are singular pieces of equipment in this room that would cost more than the amount that we've made.
It's probably getting close, man.
Yeah. Our guitars put together defo cost more than that.
Yeah.
And that's before you get into anything else. But at the same time, like, we only spent the money at times where we had the money.
Yeah, that is true. We did a lot of things. I think that's also partly why we ended up recording ourselves to a degree.
Because it would have cost too much.
It cost less to gradually over time amass crappy bits of equipment and then make them a little bit better.
Well, like, because the thing is, if we had loads of dough, right, then we would have outsourced a lot more things to a lot more people, which would have left us a lot less skilled. I'm proud of us for the things that we've learned to do as a result of the limitations. Like, limitations are what create the circumstances where you've got to fucking make something different anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, imagine when humanity first started going out of Africa, this, that, and the other, right? Do you reckon that, like, you know, the idea of, like, a cloak, that probably came along a bit more when they got towards, like, Europe and that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or, like, a rug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's probably because the floor was fucking freezing. They only came up with that because there was a reason to have to come up with something for it. You know what I mean? So, it's sound. That being said, though, boy, would it be nice to make a lot of money.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's some things that I would happily outsource. I mean, since 2018, nobody else has produced or mixed a Stranger's song, right? Apart from the very first EP. Like, we've recorded stuff elsewhere and we've had stuff mastered elsewhere, but nobody has been, like, at the helm or in control of how things sound. And like the production side of that is great because it's led us to become producers, right? But I would happily sit on a couch while somebody who was better at mixing than me mixed a song, and I would just go, oh yeah, I'll make that bit a bit louder there, you know what I mean?
However, if we can get ourselves... Because the thing is, the studios that you can buy for affordable amounts if you work and that, we could still eventually start going back to a studio and all this shit, but now we'd be going in knowing exactly what the fuck we're on about so that no one can do that shit where they go, oh, yeah, of course, yeah, I will turn that down for you. How's that sound for you? Better? We'll be like, you've not changed anything, son. I watched what you did and it wasn't anything.
Yeah.
Like, do what I'm fucking telling you to do.
The DFA knob, the do fuck all knob on the desk.
Yeah, the do fuck all knob, exactly. What about that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've pulled that as a live sound engineer before, you know what I mean? Can I have a bit more in the monitors? Oh, yeah, sound.
Sometimes it's got to be done.
Yeah. But no, you are right. Like, it would be sick to go into a bigger studio with the expertise of what we know now, you know what I mean? And even if we didn't go to like Jono, so Jono Tringham, he produced our early shit, and rip John. Why are you saying that? Is he dead or is he like
I don't know? Like,
is he
praise
Christ?
be unto him.
Praise be unto Jono. Yeah. And
praise
like,
be unto the Jono.
Since then we've like
Jono Wano.
Jono Wano. Since
Jono 210.
Jono 210. Since then, he's like recorded some stuff for us, and like we've gone to him to do like drums or vocals or whatever. Even if we didn't go to his studio, it'd be cool to like go to a bigger studio and maybe take Jono just as an engineer because we work well with him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel comfortable recording with Jono. I feel like I can say something and he knows what I mean. You know, that'd be sick. But I don't know, the production side of it. You are right. It's forced us to have to like adapt, because I think we would have gone into production anyway, because I was kind of like, I was definitely heading in that direction. But then I think like us having to do it ourselves probably pulled you and Jamie even at the time
I was
into
doing
more.
it in college and that.
Yeah, but were we?
Oh no, wait, but I
were
did
we
it
already
as a result of being in the band and enjoying it.
Yeah,
because it was originally in Carmel doing graphic design.
Yeah, when did you start college the second time? Sean went to. Not many people know this. Sean went to college twice.
Yeah, should we run the CV back?
Sean went to college for 5 years, as opposed to the usual like 2, because
Why I'm old.
Yeah, it's why he's old. Yeah, it's why he's only just graduated. Although to be fair, you had a few years off in between, didn't you? What did you do at college the first time? Graphic design, philosophy?
Graphic design, IT, and business, and then I dropped business after the first week and took philosophy, and then I dropped that after a year.
Right. And then you finished college and was like, oh,
I hate IT and I hate graphic design.
I could go to uni to do graphic design, but also I'm in this band, so maybe I want to do music shit. So then he came to do the course that I was doing.
However, there wasn't enough people to do the level 3 course, sorry. Yeah. So they had to run the level 2 course for a year while they waited for more people to want to do it next year so that they could make up the numbers. So I got made to do an extra year of fucking music production, which, to be fair, I'm glad that happened, because like...
Really?
Yeah, because that year was probably the best year that I had in that college.
Really? The level 2, was it?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they assumed that we knew absolutely nothing, which was helpful because I didn't know absolutely anything.
Right.
But it was easy and digestible, and you know what I mean. Like, but still, like, you know, new stuff. But also, like, it was quite an intimate. It was quite a small group. It was quite a sound group of lads. The year after, there was, the 2 years after then, when we moved up to level 3, we got a load more people in. But by this point, these lads are like fucking 4 years younger than me or something.
Right.
Because I've only just they've just come out of high school. Yeah. And I've now been in college for 4 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was quite annoying. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it was loud, and I didn't feel like it was really. It was the room for me because you know what I mean. And then went from there to just working, cleaning in a factory that sells vaccines.
So wait, when did you leave college? 2019.
When did we leave school? It was
You left school in 2014.
2014.
Yes, you would have left college in 2019.
So, 15 was when I left first year Carmel. 16 was when I left Carmel. 17, 18. 2019, I left. 2020, the pandemic happened. Started working for a bit. And then I went to uni after like 2 years of doing that, or like a year and a half doing that, or something like that.
So,
but I had to wait until the September, obviously, as well. So I was just sat there cleaning, going, I can't wait to start my fucking degree. And then for the whole degree, I was going and cleaning on the weekends, going, I can't wait to fucking finish my degree. And now I've finished my degree. And I'm just knackered.
It's a door-to-door salesman.
Door-to-door salesman. I fucking binned it. I've chinned it so
but
badly.
right, what I would say, the lesson there though as well is that like, you don't have to stick to the fucking script, man. Like people do the high school to college to uni to job thing.
Because all that college shit was in music technology. My degree was in business, which, if you recall, I dropped in my first week at Carmel.
Exactly right. yeah. Which like
I dropped it because I felt like they were just teaching me the same shit from high school. They were like, "Oh, give us a report about McDonald's."
Did you do business at school?
Yeah.
Oh man, I forgot that business was a thing you could do at high school.
Yeah, I was buzzing to pick it as well. I think I got like a B, which was good for me at the time because I never revised for anything. I got just all B's and C's. So if I was asked about it in any way, I got a B. If I wasn't, I got a C. You know what I mean? Bare minimum.
Yeah.
It only requires a C to literally just live your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you get like a D in anything, you are going to have to do some kind of fucking dead embarrassing exam later on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, what? I do my English GCSE now, do I? For fuck's sake. Yeah, you got to go and do a course every Wednesday at 7 o'clock.
But so the thing
I know bare people that's happened to you.
Yeah. Same. Well, like when we were in college, the sick thing was that we had in first year we had Wednesday where we'd go in for a few hours in the morning, and then there was a 3-hour gap where the people who needed to do English and maths were doing English and maths again.
Yeah, and
so we were producing. What we started doing was, because I just met Jacko, so we would just go to Costa and do. That's how we ended up doing a podcast in the end, because the inception of the idea went all the way back to that, because we just sit and have a 3-hour conversation and we were like, oh, we should do a podcast one day, which sort of like bloomed that friendship, you know what I mean? But what I was saying was, like, the point, you don't have to, that you can take a few years off and go back when you're a bit older, or you can do different courses when you're...
Don't get me wrong.
It's not all
there will be jokes
furries,
about the fact
like,
that you're the oldest one.
Yeah.
There will.
And it means you have to put up with being around people younger than you, which, as we know, is insufferable.
Yeah, because they're less mature.
Yeah.
But... just make a joke about it and you'll be all right. Like in uni, I was quite a lot older than everyone by that point. Because what age do you normally go uni? Like 18. 19.
And you went at 22.
22, 23, something like that.
Yeah.
And 27 now. The rest of them are probably like 21, 22.
Yeah.
Like that. So like, you know, or be like you do get nominated to be the group leader of projects because it's like oldest, but like you know, don't be arsed about that.
I don't know about you, but the only thing I miss about being 21, like I never wish I was still 21. The only thing I miss about that age is like the band at that time. You know what I mean?
I miss being like 7, mate.
7? Why?
Just sick age to be, innit?
It's just like carefree.
Just blasting around as a kid, innit? Whatever the fuck. Like you can pick up an action figure and actually play with it, like, earnestly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Have you ever been passed, like, a toy by a kid as a grown adult?
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like when there's, like, a baby or, like, a
right.
toddler or whatever, and they've got, like, an action figure or something.
Yeah.
And you pass it, You know, the thing that you'd get as a kid, right? Was you a big action figures kid or not?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit. Who did you have?
I had a bunch of action, man. I had a lot of Star Wars shit.
Yeah, them little Star Wars ones that were about that big with the movable limbs and stuff.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right, on it. So, like, picking up one of them as a kid, you can be like, yeah, like making them scrap and all. You stop doing it. Damn it, it's all that shit. You know what I mean?
And it doesn't. Nothing else crosses your mind.
Yeah, it doesn't
you
even
pick it up and you're
you.
like, this is the thing from Star Wars, so it's going to do the Star Wars thing. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I used to hate it when I was a kid when, like, say if a cousin came round and picked up a stormtrooper and was like, hello, I'm a stormtrooper. I'd be like, they don't fucking sound like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, like...
A stormtrooper would never do that. It would be off getting shot somewhere.
Yeah, it'd be going... Ah! You know what I mean? Clear. You know what I mean? All that bullshit. But, like... You know, like, if you get past, like, one of them kind of toys by a kid, now, if a little fucking toddler, say you had a son who's, like, 7, and he came in here and was like, oh, look, it's Kylo Ren, have a go on that, Dad. You'd be like, oh, yeah, do. You'd be him doing that, you know what I mean? I'm Kylo Ren, you know what I mean? You'd be like, Dad, he doesn't sound like that, all that shit. Like, I don't know, there's, like... There's a mad creativity that gets lost by not being a kid anymore when you grow up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to be big into wrestling action figures, and I found a Jeff Hardy in my room when I was fucking organising once, and I was like, yo! And nothing came over me going, like, play with that? Nothing. And I noticed it was like, oh! I have no idea how the fuck I would play with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's cool I've still got it, but like, I don't know what to do with it.
It is mad, innit? Like, I think you, through your teenage years and into your early 20s,
it
right?
becomes too embarrassing.
You lose that sort of innate sense of like play, right? Because you're trying to be cool, and then I think you spend the rest of your life trying to get that back in different ways, you know what I mean? That's why music's so good, because it's play, you know what I mean?
That's why Uncles buy drones, innit?
Yeah, right, yeah. Yeah, it is. Everyone's just like still playing with toys. I saw a Tyler the Creator quote the other day. Come on now.
That's gross. This is a PG podcast, Squire.
A Tyler the Creator quote the other day that I will now read to you.
Oh.
He said, create like a child and edit like a scientist, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Because, like, the initial phase of us making a tune is very, like, oh, like, what if we do this? Like, put this on there. Yeah. And that's, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're just fucking around, really. We're just trying to get the ideas out.
And then we sit there with a kick on loop for fucking half an hour while we...
Yeah.
Pinch
They've spent 7 months trying to fucking finish a song.
Right, we need to fix that snare.
Yeah, right, yeah. Well, I think the thing that, like, when I've worked with other people on stuff, I'm always trying to just get the idea out, right? If I'm writing something, like, Jack is a good example. Jack's very meticulous, right? And I think...
you can't move on from one thing.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to, especially with lyrics, right?
Get it down
because lyrically, I'm very, like, we'll get it out, and if we need to change it later, we can change it later, right? But also, if not, like, sometimes the best stuff is the stuff that just flows out, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm writing with Jack, sometimes we'll sit there for fucking ages being like, does this line make sense? And that's cool. It's just a different way of writing. And I sent that Tyler thing to him and be like, I think sometimes you miss the child bit, right? Like, you're trying to write like a scientist, like, we're trying to create this mad potion, but really, songwriting to a degree is a bit mystical. It just kind of falls out the sky.
You throw loads of stuff down, loads and loads and loads of options, and then edit like a scientist, cut the shit out that doesn't make any fucking sense. It's very easy to come out with a line that doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
But it sounds really cool. But then it's like, okay, well, how do we make that fit into the narrative? Write it down first. Get it recorded first, so that then you can fucking throw it somewhere else later and this, that, and the other. But I agree.
Well, because like if you think about the the first 2 tunes that we made for the new album, they started off as something completely different. Like, we did a session where we just laid down a bunch of ideas. We came back to it the week after and then went, oh, actually, the thing that we thought was the central piece of this idea is actually not the central piece of this idea. We should focus on this. And then we took that and built a new thing around that,
it's
right?
like using things as avenues to come up with other ideas. So
exactly.
like we came up with like a piano part or a riff or something, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then came up with drums and this, that, and the other for it. And then got rid of the original stuff that we came up with and used the stuff that we came up with as a result of that stuff as the basis to then replace all of it.
Yeah, and it's also not
else.
like you got to not get too attached to stuff because left his phone on during the podcast. It's also
unprofessional.
Not get too. You've also not got to get. Fuck, I can't speak. You've also got to like not get too attached to stuff and be able to just like throw ideas away, which is like. It's difficult because sometimes...
Read it out. This is what interrupted us.
This is a notification from the Financial Times.
Yeah.
Can the multi-trillion-dollar wellness industry save this 52-year-old vapor drinker and salty snack fan? Is that about you?
I made it, baby. I'm in the news because my diet's shocking. The Financial Times is worried about me. What's Unilever going to do? Links. Links Africa. Go on, what were you saying?
You've got to be able to throw an idea away, right? You can't be too attached to something.
Yeah.
Which is difficult because, like, even down the line where we've been, like, fucking months into a song and I've gone, actually, maybe that's not, like, we should change that lyric or we should change that sound or whatever. And that is difficult because you grow, you get used to things and you grow attached to things. And you're like, oh, I put a lot of effort into making that. Like, I was working on something the other day, again, talking like doing stuff with Jack because we've started to make music again for the first time in, like, years. And
anything good?
Yeah, well, yeah. I'll show you a bit in a bit.
Ooh, maybe we'll steal it.
It actually would probably fit us more than it would fit any of the stuff that me and Jack have done before.
Well, I've last shadow puppetified you know what I mean? Or like,
what do you mean?
Well, you know, like how like as soon as Alex Turner did that second last Shadow Puppets album,
right?
All of a sudden he's been a fucking crooner ever since.
Yeah,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like Miles Kane got him,
right?
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I see what you mean. What was I going to say?
The Sheffield Crooner.
The Sheffield Crooner. But yeah, so I was working on this thing with Jack, and we'd worked on it, like me and him in the session, and then he'd left it with me, and I was like, I listened to it one day and I was like, oh, I'll sort the intro out for that. Mm-hmm. I spent ages making this intro. You know how we fucking love a filtered intro, you know what I mean? Like I did all this fucking
it's
up
true.
of these parts for the intro. And then I showed it him and he was like, oh, I think we need to change this, that, and the other. And I was like, fuck, it took me like 2 hours to get that right, you know what I mean? But you have to be okay with that because it's about service of the song ultimately.
Yeah.
This podcast has gone well. I thought we were going to talk about art-life balance, which we will get to, but like we've gone fucking well off tangent. I think we should just talk for a while. I'll edit it down a little bit.
It's one of them where, you know, right now, and probably for the rest of our lives, it's going to be hard to find that balance. But if you want to do it, you'll find at least fucking 3 hours a week in it.
Yeah, exactly.
At least.
Yeah. Do you find?
I would like to have more free time though.
Yeah.
Would be better.
Do you find that does it ever stress you out how little time we can dedicate and also how long it takes us to do stuff?
I'm too busy to be stressed out about my time dedication to fucking anything because I'm worried about where I've got to get to.
Right.
Because I've normally got to fucking get to somewhere within a time limit.
Yeah.
So it's very moment by moment. It's, lad, you know where I'm working at the minute.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working on the docks in Liverpool, not as a dock worker. As we've discussed, I sell broadband. Right.
Sells broadband to dock workers.
I have to get the bus to the fucking airport. And then I have to get the bus from the airport to the docks. It takes me 1 hour and 40 minutes.
You're training?
It's cheaper on the bus, and I'm fucking skint. Because
How much cheaper, though?
significantly.
Really?
Yes.
Is there no sort of like
a few
Liverpool
£1,000s a year, significant.
Liverpool City travel pass or something you can get to go from like to like even like South Parkway to Brunswick or something?
Well, I keep on getting dropped off in random places as well. So the day ticket really does sort me out. I managed to get myself home from the fucking Wirral the other day in a pinch, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
They just left you in the Wirral. That's heavy. That is heavy.
Yeah, same thing happened in Prescott. That's only half an hour away though. And then when I was working Widnes, it was like, this is sick.
Yeah.
What was I saying? What was I on about? Oh yeah. So yeah, me travel's fucking mad when it's like that. Before this, I was working in the factory, and that was also like fucking in Speak. So I was traveling about.
Yeah.
I had uni, so I was traveling back and to from fucking Liverpool, like just back and to everywhere on this fucking transport. And then when I get home, I've got to do my SEO work for my other job, and you know what I mean. There's not a lot of time left for me to really be like chilling. So I kind of worry a little bit about all of the things all at the same time, being like, I don't have time for anything.
Yeah.
But like, you know, what are you gonna do? Hustler.
I mean, I don't know where my time goes, right? It doesn't make sense to me, right? Because it's not like you can say, I leave the house at this time and I finish work at this time, right?
Yeah.
And that's where my day goes. I have no clue how the time is passing so fast, but I always seem to have something to do. I always seem to be fucking busy, right? And it makes no sense to me, but during that busyness, every now and again, I'll go, oh, fuck, like, we were going to play live this year. The clock's just ticking by, and that stresses me out, right? Or I think, we haven't done a podcast in 6 weeks. Or I think,
wait until you got a flat to clean as well.
I know,
it's
right?
It's rough, bro.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to do, right?
It's horrible because, like, picture how busy I've just explained that my life constantly fucking is. Yeah. All day, every day, there's fucking something, right? And then I get home, and I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Because it's a small room and there's two of us living in it. Studio apartment. Yeah. Walk in and go, fucking hell. Because we're both like, you know what I mean? We both have to eat.
Yeah.
And if even one of us eats, the entire room's fucked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's literally just like, I don't know. She finishes later than me as well at the moment, and she's got a new job.
Yeah. Oh, is she?
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk about it off air.
Yeah. So it's one of them where, like, we clean up together anyway, to be fair. But, like, I don't know, when you got that as well on top of everything else, you are just like, oh my God, I want to fucking die. You know what I mean? Like, making sure that you do the laundry while the laundry room's fucking free and all that bullshit. Like, get yourself somewhere with its own washing machine and dryer.
Right. Yeah.
And make sure you've got two clothes horses, because if one of them breaks, you're fucked.
Mate,
your life gets fucking horrible as soon as one of them things
Abby's
fucking breaks
already
up.
bought a heated clothes horse for us. Like, Abby's slowly over the past year been stockpiling household appliances for us to use when we move out, which is good because I have not got the money nor the foresight for that kind of shit.
Yeah.
She's like, don't worry, my dad said he'll get us an air fryer. I was like, I didn't even fucking consider that we need an air fryer. You know what I mean?
On it with the air fryer, like, get two. That's my recommendation.
Really?
Genuinely get two air fryers. It'll just change your life. Because think about it, right? There's not a lot of space in an air fryer.
Yeah, but my current, my air fryer in this house has got 2 drawers. If you only got 1 drawer if you got 2 air fryers with 1 drawer each.
Yeah.
All right. Okay,
and we don't have an oven.
Right. Okay. That's why you don't have an oven.
No.
That's crazy.
A lot of gaff out here without an oven, bro.
You got a hob.
Yeah.
Like the top.
Yeah, like a plug-in one though.
Mate, that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to get out of that gaff, you.
I'm in poverty.
Yeah.
We've got, like, the microwave can sort of double as an oven a little bit, but it's not that great.
Yeah.
But, like,
you just air fryer everything.
A lot of shit gets air fried, yeah.
Yeah.
Get to. Just because, like, picture you've got 2 ingredients that don't taste nice together, like, within the same juice. You've got chicken wings, and you've also got that are raw, and you've also got, like, prawns.
Right.
Do you like prawns?
Yeah.
Right, so you got prawns and you got chicken wings, and you want them both air frying. Like, need I say more in it? You know what I mean? Do you want to wait 40 minutes for your scran, or do you want to wait 20? Do you want to do your chicken wings and then go, let's clean
also,
out all of the chicken juice out of this, pop the prawns in,
also,
and wait another 20 minutes for my chicken wings to go cold while I fucking make these prawns?
I would get an air fryer with 2 drawers in it, and I would also probably not move into anywhere that doesn't have some sort of oven or, like, stove top.
See, because we already had one each anyway, because we were living separate, and then we moved in, so we were like 2 air fryers, and trust me,
Did
better than one. One air fryer drawer doesn't fit a full pack of like chicken drumsticks, you know, like a big pack.
Yeah.
It doesn't fit a full pack of them.
What was I saying about the band? Stressed me out. Because right, I think I get very aware of the fact that time is passing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck, I'm not doing the things that I want to, but there isn't time to do the things that I want to. So like, I feel guilty about like, oh, I haven't like written lyrics to that tune yet, or like, oh, we need to fucking plan the live set.
Yeah.
But in reality,
I'd
there just isn't like, fucking time, is
I'd
there?
say
You know
just
what I mean?
find acceptance, man.
I know, it's one
of them.
Acceptance.
Trying to swim against the river, bro. Never gonna do it.
Acceptance
too strong.
in life in general is the thing that I am searching for.
Yeah.
Right.
It's really hard, to be fair.
Yeah, it is fucking dead hard, but...
Because also owning that every feeling that you have is your own. When it's something that feels like it's the world imposing it on you, it's hard to accept that the feeling is your own still. Even though it is, you know what I mean? Like, every single emotion that anyone has is their own fucking thing that they have to deal with. One thing can happen to 2 people and they'll both feel differently about it based on the just level of acceptance or resistance of the fucking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's insane, right? Is that I have often said the thing of like, you know, you can be in control of how you have like your own emotions, and you can control how you interact with a problem in life or whatever. But
when you feel like you've been wronged, it feels like it flies out the window a little bit.
Well, it does a little bit, yeah.
It's a little bit like, this emotion is my own, except no, it fucking isn't. You've made me fucking feel this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
but I've never heard it put like that. What you just said there was absolutely insane.
Yeah, I'm really smart.
And it was like, the emotion. Well, you're not, but also the emotional. Well, you are in some areas, but also like you're in the past like year or so, your emotional maturity's gone through the roof.
Therapy.
Yeah, man. But that saying it like that, like when it feels like the world's imposed it on you, is incredible. I don't know if someone's told you that or if that's right.
Well, because I used to get really, really, really stressed out about absolutely everything that was happening to me. Yes. You know what I mean? Like, but at a point you need to stop being arsed about all that stuff, because the world is going to do whatever it's doing anyway. If you took me out of the world right now, everything that was going to happen would still fucking happen, other than the things that I'm going to do, you know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, I don't know. Your level of acceptance or resistance of the fact that everything's going to go as it goes that dictates how you feel. Feelings are made up. They're all from literally just in here and fucking all this shit.
Yeah.
It's hardware making you feel like that. You know what I mean?
Well, I go through phases of being into meditation, right? And I really shouldn't do, because I know that when I meditate regularly, everything's better, right?
Yeah.
But then I get busy, you drop a few days, you sort of forget about it, whatever. But one thing, I'm currently in one of those phases. The best phase I've been in meditatively in a fucking long while, right? And it's helping, I feel good. Or I feel better, should I say. I don't actively feel good. I wake up every morning and go, oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah. I've got to fucking stretch about on the floor
this
now.
Again. Yeah, exactly. But one of the things that gets talked about in that realm is this thing of like identifying with your emotions, right?
Yeah.
And like you become synonymous with the things that you feel, when in fact they are just, it's like there is feelings. It's not I am angry, sad, happy. It's there is feelings, and I am a thing that can observe those feelings, right? And I can choose to, and how I process that and how I deal with that. And I think that plays into what you were saying, just. But that's very, that's a fucking game changer, the way you've put that. Not gonna lie. I like that very much.
You can't see it through the sunglasses, but I did wink.
Yeah. Because a lot of the time I am like, oh, fuck. Because you know what I was like, right? Like,
Stressed.
Yeah. Well, but also it's this thing of like,
urgency.
Yeah, well, because I had this grand idea of like, this is what I'm going to be and this is what I'm going to do. I've always been incredibly ambitious, right? And I'm still like that to a degree, but it's a lot more under control now. But I still have that like drive and that ambition.
If I can get you on board with all of this fucking branding shit, like all this digital marketing fucking like plan shit that I've been trying to, you know, I want a proper business if this fucking band me. And I know that you fucking hate that idea, but I reckon that it's still entirely fucking possible. We just have to make the right moves in it. We just got to be smart with our shit.
Yeah.
Totally doable.
But
totally doable. There are basic principles in place in the world that will allow for this shit to just fucking work if we do the right shit.
Well,
we don't have to change the music at all.
That's but that's the thing.
And
right?
That's the only thing that you're asked about.
Yeah,
I won't make you do anything that you don't want to do.
I'll do the music. You do all the other shit, right?
Right. Cool. Really.
Yeah.
So if I came in here with like a fucking like report being like, listen, this is what we're gonna fucking actually do, and like here's the shit. Would you fucking go along with it?
At this point, I would welcome it because, as I've trying to say, like I'm currently in free fall with a million things going on, and I often feel guilty about the fact that we're not necessarily heading in any direction. Like, yeah, we're working on a new album, but like, when the fuck's that gonna come out? It's gonna take like a year to finish at this rate.
Yeah. Thing is, right.
Like as long as you're not like, oh, like we need to fucking change the way we write this or like change the way we dress or whatever.
No.
Like
we're good at all that. We're doing really well at all that. I like that thing that we've got over there, and we discussed it ourselves, and you can't see it because, you know, fuck you.
We will show you one day because it's an interesting concept.
It is, but like, sorry, I just had a little burp there. Right into the fan.
I have to edit so much of this part.
No, you don't.
I am.
No, you don't. We're chilling.
I am.
It's casual out here. This is the fucking Backrooms podcast. The fucking what were we on about now? Oh yeah, marketing plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you fucking change any of the way that we're writing because we've already changed parts of it recently that is kind of working for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a case of like the visual identity / like, I don't know, kind of posting, schedule and plan content. What are we going to actually fucking...
Literally, I don't give a shit about any of that.
You don't give a fuck about any of it. Well, I can go just like buck wild and just do whatever shit's in my head on the screen. Just go mental.
Just go buck wild, man.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, I care about like if we're making visual art. I care about that.
Yeah.
But like. And I'll happily
I'll make
chip
sure
in creatively
everything's gonna like look sick and like have like layers and shit. You know what I mean? But sometimes like what I'm trying to say is if there's like weird ideas sometimes that you feel are like confusing, like will you allow it in that?
Yeah.
If I can just like, you know,
I think if I can outsource having to think about the planning of anything, I will happily do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because ostensibly I've been like organising this band for almost 10 years, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not been a fully solo effort, but also it's no secret that like if I don't do something, it generally won't get done. I went away for 10 days to work on a shit, and I left Sean with a bunch of videos to post, and he posted about 3 of them when he was meant to post daily. Right? We're not doing this again. But just to make my point, you know what I mean?
Some channels got missed.
Like
it's okay.
To make my point, At this
we
point,
need to make some fucking. I don't know. We need to make some fucking class stuff, but also like, I want for the idea of strangers to invoke a particular set of sounds and images in the mind. You know what I mean? Right now, I don't think it does. No. Which is fair because we've not put a concerted effort into that part of it too much. But like, I don't know. So I can just go mental and basically just like, come up with loads of weird avant-garde bullshit.
You do it and I will film it. You know what I mean?
All right.
When do you think we'll put music out again?
Right.
We'll end on this because we've probably been going for ages.
I think that we should try to, alongside writing that list, work on some of the stuff from those two little lists there and put them out in between. And try and sort of experiment with like pieces and bits of the puzzle while we try and find the true formula of what Strangers actually is. You know what I mean? Like, we can use that as a time to just explore visual ideas and shit, like to match with some of the fucking songs that we're doing, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know. Hopefully this year.
Yeah.
But we say that about a lot of stuff.
Yeah. I've got a song that I think I might have showed you fucking time ago, but I was considering it for a solo project, but it just sounds like it should. It sounds like a Stranger song. It sounds like it should be us. So I'll show you again, and maybe we could do that. That feels like an in between records kind of thing.
Does it go something like this? In the streets of Rotterdam, in the streets of Rotterdam. Does it go like that?
Oh, so I have shown it. Yeah. Right. Oh, good luck to me in the edit making sense of any of this.
Yeah,
right.
It's gonna be a fucking.
I also don't know what I'm gonna title it because my content head thinks title and thumbnail, but obviously it's a podcast, so I don't really give a shit about thumbnail too much. But like title, what am I gonna title it? So beforehand, I was like, title it like the art-life balance or some shit like that. But we didn't really talk about that a lot. I don't know what we actually did talk about, so I might have to like do it as a multi-title of fucking many things. But it's life advice with strangers in it. But anyway, this has been another episode of the Starving Artist Podcast.
Stay hungry.
Stay hungry.